Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show. This is episode 379. It is a Sunday night, and you know what that means. We're back for some more Rings of Power as we discuss season 2, episode 5. But as always, this is an Richie Gani Kirtle show. That's our wonderful co host, Brandon Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? On a wonderful Sunday.
Sunday, of course. And man, ready to talk about some Rings of Power, but before we can go ahead and get into that stuff, how are you doing, Brad?
I'm doing good. My wife's been keeping me busy this weekend.
How?
So I got a new mattress topper. So we got new bed sheets and all that because the old mattress topper we got, it like failed and we've been getting shit sleep. So I bought a new one.
Yeah.
And I actually bought one and I'm not proud of it, but I bought one from Temu. I'm not proud of it.
Why would you do that?
Because on Amazon, the same one is $120.
Okay.
Temu, for total with shipping, it was $43.
Okay.
I was expecting to get like, a keychain or something. I'm like,
it's gonna have like cum stains on it and shit.
yeah, like it was. No, this thing was fucking brand new, like opened
Legit.
up. It was legit. And I'm like, okay.
Episode 5, or otherwise known as I Swear We Closed the Forge Down. I promise those other rings are from Zales.
And yet they came from Temu. So I was very surprised. I mean, and we had a comforter and all that shit that we needed to put on, so we did
Whose
that.
idea was it to buy from Temu?
That was me, and I didn't tell my wife until like it showed up.
So you were just gonna play the gamble here. You were just gonna play the gamble.
I mean, I was like, what if I'm out $43? Okay.
I think so. Look, I think this is what the Temu situation is. I think that Temu is a site like Wish where there are legit products.
Yes.
And there are not legit products. But I think the part of Temu that actually is scammy is the whole rewards things that they make you do, like the gifts and stuff.
Yeah. So what I've been doing, like, it's because it's like, I mean, and the thing is, they get you that way. It's like a casino. They almost make it like a casino, like flashing stuff. And it's like, ooh, $200 coupon. But you have to spend like $300. And that's where they fucking get you. So if you just go in there and you're like, I just need this one fucking thing. No, I don't want any of your coupons, or I don't want any of that shit. I just want this one thing on discount. I got to spend $20 at least. Got it. Gonna do that. I'm not gonna worry about any of this other shit. And you do that, you're fine.
Yeah.
because I found myself, $100 coupon. Then you realize, I'm buying like fucking 40 other things I don't need.
Yep.
And I just shut that off. I'm just like, nah. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And I've ordered some other stuff from them because we needed some stuff around the house, but I didn't get no discounts for that. I didn't use no coupons. Yeah. I spent $28. That's what I'm spending.
Yeah. I'm like I tell you, man, I think it's just like it's the scammy part is those like gifts and stuff.
Yeah. And I've told myself the one thing I'm not going to buy from Temu is technology stuff.
No, God, no.
Electric stuff, technology, anything that you got to plug in, like, that's questionable. I mean, even Amazon is questionable on that, and that's Amazon. Yeah. They had some of those plugs that like burn up, and I don't know if those were legit Amazon products or if they were like.
Well, that's why I don't trust anything that isn't shipped and sold by Amazon.
Yeah.
If it's a third party, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, or was it one of those drop sellers or drop ship sellers?
Oh yeah,
where you buy it and then they order it from like China anyway.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I'm glad that you got your stuff. I'm glad that it wasn't like.
I was surprised. Granted, like I was not expecting this to go well.
So if it didn't go well, what were you gonna explain to your wife?
I was gonna just explain why I had a fucking keychain or something, or
like,
I don't know.
We're like, hey, Brenda.
I tried it.
I tried to get a topper, but we got a keychain instead.
You got a keychain. So I have a coworker. He tried to order a PS5 for like $2 from there and got a keychain. So that's why I bring up the keychain.
Why would you? I wondered why the TV I got from Timu was made out of cardboard, but it came in 4K HDR though.
I've been watching some of those videos just because I'm like, all right, is this scammy? But a lot of them are tech products, and that's the one thing. Like, I would not buy tech products from Timu or any
Yeah,
kind of electronic thing.
yeah. I'm gonna look it up. PlayStation 5.
Now, this was a couple years ago, so just to let you know. Yeah, how much they selling that shit for?
Oh God, Brad.
Now,
I mean,
now I did watch one.
551. No, you can actually. I think this is an actual PS5 then.
Yeah, maybe not. Have you seen the one where they ordered from eBay the PS5 and they paid a discount price and it was like a box with rocks in it?
Jesus. Bro.
Now the one thing I've seen is you can order the face plates for the PS5
Yeah.
and lights for it. I mean that stuff's kind of cool, but again, like I would not order stuff you plug in.
Well, you see, look, right here, this one, PS5 digital faceplate. What's it called? Faceplate, digital version, digital edition, and it has like console faceplate, right?
Yeah,
At quick glance, you're like, oh my God, 2547 for a PS5 because it only reads PS5 digital edition
yeah,
C.
and then it's just
You
the
click on
faceplate.
it and you're like, oh my God, awesome! I'm gonna add to cart. You don't read this whole thing. It says console faceplate.
Yeah, it's just the faceplates. So I mean, you got to be really like you got to see what those really say and make
Yeah,
sure that's what you want
yeah.
because the way they put it is sometimes not the best. So I'm
We're not
glad my
endorsing Timu here, but you know.
no, I'm just telling you uh my experience.
Held together by duct tape. You know what's funny? I think I saw a picture of that when the PS5 first started getting released. Yeah,
Super good.
yeah.
No, but you know I'm glad the mattress topper came out. It seems comfy. Like we haven't slept a whole night in it yet. We just put it on there, but the dogs jumped up on there and we're fucking laying on the thing. We're like, get off.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Um,
other than that, we made some watermelon wine. We started and started some prickly pear wine. So
nice. Um, I I ate a spicy wolfie pie. Ate some
yeah,
spicy wolfie
see,
pie.
like I said, they only had the chimichanga at my grocery store. If they had the spicy woolly pie, I probably would have grabbed some.
What you get for making me eat the fucking olive and pineapple one?
I know
Then
I can't find the spicy woolly pie anymore.
yeah, that's what you get. That's
Yeah,
what you get for putting me
I
through
know,
that one.
I know.
So I ate that. Yeah, I played on stream some more of Jedi Survivor. I started that game yesterday, so it's a pretty damn good game. Really enjoying that. Um,
I've been playing No Man's Sky again.
yeah,
I
yeah. I
told you
know you
I
told me on
told
the
you that
last time we
before.
were on
Yeah,
here. Yeah, yeah. You've been playing it again.
you know
Um,
they got this fucking they got this dune worm on some of the planets now.
that's funny.
It just like fucking flies.
That is funny. Um, but yeah, no, I was playing that today, and then I just I ended the stream, and I just been chilling ever since. Because I was like, yeah, I got a PC Game Pass for like $1, so that way I could play the beta, and I was like,
Mhm.
yeah, I'll just let it renew. I was like, I'll play what's it called? I'll try this out.
Yeah,
So just been trying it out and been playing some games on there. So yeah, um, that's now I just gotta look throughout some more, see what else I can play, but. Yeah, just been doing that honestly, man. There's Starfield on it, and I want to try that. So I might play that after I do this, but I don't know. Cause well, how was Starfield, Brad? You didn't? Did you even finish that
yeah.
shit?
I finished Starfield. They're supposed to be coming out with a DLC here
Oh,
soon. It's supposed to be adding stuff to it. I like Starfield. I thought
yeah,
it was well done. It was fun. Um, but the I don't really want to spoil the ending,
yeah.
so I'm not gonna go there. But I'll tell you off air kind of what happens at the end.
But why would you tell me if I'm gonna play it?
Oh, are you gonna play it? Okay.
I might play it.
It's nothing big. It's just it's I don't know. There's decisions you make on whether what you want to do, and then
Yeah,
it goes into other things.
yeah. But yeah,
I
man. That's just
and
what's up.
I was supposed to be on MCU's Bleeding Edge with Jeff yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to discuss. Um, I guess he had a list from best to worst of what we believe the best next Marvel movies are versus the worst. So like he had Avengers 5 and 6 and
Yeah.
but he had to cancel. And so I had started getting a list together, and Spider-Man 4 was on there.
Yeah.
Um and I got like halfway with some thoughts on it. I don't know if this is a live show, so I can share this here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually took time. So I
That feels
figured
great.
so
Season 2
okay, so here's so it's rate the next set of upcoming MCU films in order of best to worst. And he lists Captain America 4, The Thunderbolts, The Fantastic Four, Avengers 5, Avengers 6, and Spider-Man 4.
That's all
So
that's coming up?
so
Damn.
that's the ones he listed for us
Yeah.
that we were going to go through. And my best, or maybe I should start worst. I figured Thunderbolts, just because I don't know enough about Thunderbolts to know if that's
That's
going to
gonna
be any
have
good.
Florence Pugh, Brad.
I don't know, but that was my worst, just because I don't know enough of that. My next one, I actually put Spider-Man 4,
Wow. Okay.
just because I don't trust Sony. And I don't
Okay.
know like the story or any of that yet for Spider-Man 4, so Spider-Man 4 is up there, questionable.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be a street level Spider-Man movie. So, yeah. I
Well,
think
I don't think it's going to be pure Sony. I know Marvel's going to have hopefully something to do with it, but I don't know.
hopefully.
Hopefully, that's questionable. Then I had Avengers 5, which I think is Doomsday.
Yeah. Doomsday.
Just I don't know enough about it, and then they throw out Iron Man as Doctor Doom, and I'm just like I don't fucking know what's going on. What are we doing,
Yeah.
Robert Downey? Then so my top three. So first is Captain America 4 at 3. I think that one's probably going to be all right, just from the trailer and stuff. That's the only one we
Yeah.
really know anything
It's
about.
got a very it's got a very Winter Soldier
Yeah,
kind of
and
vibe.
Harrison Ford is the Red Hulk. I mean,
Yeah.
and then they throw the concept out there. He's Captain America, but he's also not Steve Rogers. So how's this going to go? How's he going to
Yeah.
act?
The only thing I hate about that is that that's already something we've already were dealing with in fucking
before.
in Captain America and Winter Soldier. Like, why do you got to do this all over again?
Yeah. So that one's 3. Then I put Fantastic Four as 2, mostly just because Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. that's my reason.
That's the only reason, right?
Well, and also they have to hit this one out of the park. We've had so many disappointments of Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
Like if they want to bring this franchise back, they have to do well at it. And then that leaves me Avengers 6 Secret Wars. And that's mostly because that's the finale of the multiverse saga. So they're going to want to get that fucking right.
Plus the Russos are directed it, and yeah.
You had the teaser from Deadpool with Thor on, why is Thor crying? I'm hoping we get some Punisher in there.
Yeah. Well, I think it's gonna be even more of a bigger, what's it called, a thing with than like Endgame was, where I think a lot of people are gonna be in that movie.
Yeah, I think the thing is
Are all of them gonna be used? Probably not. Some of them are probably gonna be like, oh, we're in the streets of Hell's Kitchen and we ran into what's it called? It's a Punisher in there and something. I don't think all of them are gonna be used.
Probably not. But I mean it's the finale of the multiverse saga, and we know how much of kind of it's been up and downs with these last how many years? 10 like 10 years or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't know.
10,
too long. When was Endgame?
2019 was Endgame, so I want to say like around like almost like 5 years, Brad.
5 years. So these last 5 years, they've been hit and miss with a lot of these movies and some of these shows.
Come on, Sony wouldn't shove a Morbius cameo into Spider-Man 4.
But yeah,
put it past them.
I mean, if you've seen the Venom cups, that's probably what Sony's whole cinematic universe is going to look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they have to go out on a high point, so that'll be Secret Wars.
Yeah. But Yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to, Brian. I do need to sit down and watch our movie for tomorrow, but I don't work tomorrow, so I can actually get away with watching it tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
I gotta go back and finish that after this.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
About halfway
wow,
through.
I threw quite the movie at you for today.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep. But man, there's a lot of shit on this Game Pass, bro. Like fuck, like Gotham Knights is on there. I don't think I'm gonna watch, but want to play that. But yeah,
Yeah, not
Far
from the
Cry
reviews
Six,
before.
Far Cry
That might
Six.
be all right.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know. It looks pretty cool. I'm gonna keep it. It's like $11, so it's like whatever.
That's
11
not
bucks a
bad.
month.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's better than buying a game every month, bro.
It is the. I mean, that's why I've been playing like the Xbox Game Pass that
Yeah,
Brenda has.
yeah. And the console one comes with a lot more. Yeah, there's a lot more on that console one, bro. Yeah.
Hmm.
But with that said, Brad, yeah, we're gonna be discussing. I watched this episode yesterday, and I'm very, very excited to talk about this episode because we're back in Numenor. So, with that said, give Dragon Age a try since its sequel is coming up pretty soon. Yeah, Dragon Age
Drag.
Inquisition's on there.
Oh
So,
yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition is a great game. So
yeah, yeah, I'm seeing it right here. You got what's it called, Dragon Age Inquisition.
yeah.
So, definitely gonna try to give that a try. All I know is though is like, is that like a that's not a side scroller. It's like
No, it's an RPG. Open. It's kind
RPG,
of. It's
right?
kind
Like,
of open world.
is it kind of Final Fantasy esque,
Yeah, kind of.
where it's like, combat is like a certain way, but like you're what's
Yeah,
it called? You're able to roam around.
yeah, and you kind of like the choices you make affect stuff.
Cause you have no idea, Brad. Um, wow, I cannot remember what game it was. I was so excited because I love Kingdom Hearts, so I always had heard about Final Fantasy, and you know, um, I wanted to play Final Fantasy.
Hmm.
But the one that I got was the one where it was like, press, ooh, move, boom, okay, combat.
So which one was that?
I might have been tactics or something. I can't remember.
Okay, so yeah, I started out on Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, but then I played 10, and then 10 was
Yeah,
like, okay,
10, and then 10's fantastic.
yeah, 10's one of my favorite games, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
I love 10. But, I love Kingdom Hearts, so I had seen all these characters, and I was like, oh, I want to play Final Fantasy. I want to play Final Fantasy. And then I get Final Fantasy, and I'm like, what fucking game is this? Like, this is like, why can't I move around?
That's
Like,
how I
why do
felt
I?
with Final Fantasy 13
Yeah. Or like,
because it was not open world like previous
yeah.
editions.
Or like, um, play Super Smash Bros. And you see get like Fire Emblem. And then no one tells me that Fire Emblem isn't actually an open world game. You have to like, you go up here, then here, just scroll down, like that's not a fucking open world game.
See, in Final Fantasy 9, that it kind of messes with you because at the beginning it's not open world, and then it becomes open world.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll try out Dragon Age. Um, but with that said, if you have not watched, it's BioWare. If you've played Mass Effect and its sequels, okay, yeah, shit, man, yeah. With that said, if you have not watched this week's episode of The Rings of Power, then you should probably get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers or you've already seen the episode, go ahead and stay after these words from our sponsors. But this is your this is your one and only spoiler warning. It is in effect in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore Live Show is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad. We are discussing season 2, episode 5. We're back with in Numenor. We're back with our dwarves, and we're back with Celebrimbor and Amnatar. So this episode is titled "Halls of Stone." When Durin grows suspicious of the dwarven rings, Celebrimbor must reassess his priorities. Amidst Numenor's shifting currents, Elendil searches for hope. And the episode is directed by Sana Hamri and Louise Hooper. and of course, developed for television by Patrick McKay and JD John Day Payne as JD Payne. Yeah, JD Payne. And of course, based on the Lord of the Rings and dependencies by J.R. Tolkien. Episode stars Owen Arthur, Sophia Nonvet, Charles Edwards, Charles Vickers, Tristan Gravel, Cynthia Adai Robinson, Lloyd Owen, Benjamin Walker, Robert Aramayo, who?
Morphid,
Morfit Clark, who plays Galadriel. Yeah. Peter Mullen,
during the
um, Kevin Eldon, Amelia Kenworthy. Yeah. There's a lot of people in this, guys. Yeah. Alex Tehran, Emma Harvarth, Liam Wadham,
Caleb
and
Lynch.
I'm just gonna go up to the last person who has like before there's a no profile picture. Callum Lynch and Sam Hazeldine. All right, Brad.
That's a lot of people.
Um, that's a lot of people, Brad.
Or I gotta mention William Chubb,
Who did William Chubb play?
High Priest of Numenor. I just like his name though, William Chubb. Bill Chubb.
Okay, he has no picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, bro, and yeah, fuck it, Rachel Payne and Laura Jane Matthewson.
Bill Chubb.
Yeah, and Charlie Ricks was Vorhill, who plays the son, right? That was the son. Yeah, I think that was
Is
the
that the
son.
son?
Yeah, Vorhill. Yeah, the one who gets
Mm,
because that was what's it called, Elendil's son, right?
uh,
Fact check that to me. Fact check that for me while I
yeah.
read some trivia, guys. Um,
So it's Kimmin.
oh,
Keeman.
Kimmin.
Kimmin.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to remember that because Kimmin is very close in spelling to semen, which he basically fucking is, or should have been left as.
Yeah. Um. So there's no trivia for this, but yeah. Guys. I have to say, man, this these episodes are getting better and better for me. I think that it has to be one of my favorite episodes of the season so far. I really liked it. I think that you
I wasn't
re-
expecting the ending.
yeah, was not expecting that ending at all. But I think that you like it follows itself really well, like really paced really well. Where I didn't think that hour actually like felt long. Like I was like, damn, bro, like this actually
It went
went
by
by
quick.
pretty quick. And that's speaking as somebody who's watching the one with the ads. So it felt like pretty good paced together. Um, some things that I'm enjoying right now a lot is definitely the relationship between Celebrimbor and Sauron. I think that's
Or
great.
Anatar.
Anatar, aka
Anatar,
Sauron.
or whatever the fuck his name is.
It just once again, like, I mean, all of this is reminding me once again, like, Galadriel could have just said something. You could have said something, and a lot of this would have been avoided. And nope, it's not. That's not what happened. And now, yeah, but I think this is a great episode, really good episode. I really enjoyed this one, and I don't think it's getting to that like really like wowed me like amazing episode yet. But I think we're heading towards some really good stuff here, and I really enjoyed this episode for the most part. Brad, what are your initial thoughts?
I like this episode. I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as last week's episode, but I did. It's pretty close. It's as good as all the other previous episodes. Um, I mean, I like the dwarves, and
I just love the
I
dwarves.
just we knew the rings were gonna go in there and they're gonna cause havoc, and we're already seeing it. We're seeing King Durin the Third just go lose his mind. He's becoming greedy. He's
Mm-hmm.
not caring where he puts holes in the walls, like because when you go when Durin the Fourth is going, bro, Dad, that's a foundational wall. It's like, oh, you don't want to put a fucking hole in that wall. Apparently, Raul agrees. He froze on me. Let's give him a few. Phew. How's everybody's day? Do 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 do. And he's gone. Stacey, how's your day going? Dad.
It did that thing where I fucking click on an IMDb page and
Why don't you do that at the beginning?
I already had it because I was reading the stuff and I clicked on fucking Charles Edwards fucking IMDb.
Stop clicking on IMDb shit.
But that's Lord Calabrembo, Brad. I wanted to see what else he had been
Stop
on.
clicking on IMDb shit. Anyways, I go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
We have King Durin the Third losing his fucking mind. Like, I get it, you need sunlight, but putting holes in foundational walls
It's not gonna end well.
is not the way to do it, and we know it's not going to end well because it's precluding to, hey, Dad, that's a foundational wall. It's like, I wonder what that's going to lead to.
There's also a fucking Balrog
At the bottom.
underneath.
So my guess is you're going to have them dig for gold because you're a greedy mess right now because your brain's fucked up. You're going to release that Balrog, and then the top of that mountain is going to collapse on you and trap you with the Balrog.
Yup. Which, like I can see it as clear as day.
Yeah. I mean, like, we see it. I think Durin the Fourth sees it, but Durin the Fourth just got back to being a prince. So
at first, it's not a bad idea for him to start putting holes in these walls, though. Like, yes, you want to.
You need the light.
He starts getting greedy, and it's like, hey, man, you're not really listening to the people.
No, you're
listening. And he like completely disregards Disa, saying like, hey, we're hearing something down there.
Yeah, but not only he disregards Disa, but also he disregards his own advice from before, where it said, "Hey, don't go digging deeper than this."
Yeah.
My guess is not because of the Balrog, but because that would make the mountain unstable.
But then he like gets to his son by saying like, "Hey, are you gonna listen to your wife, or are you gonna do your duties as the prince?" And it's like, at least he can tell his wife like, "I do not plan on wearing that ring."
Yeah, like, I guess there's that, but
yeah.
it's probably gonna be too late by the time.
Well, then now he also wants to give the other rings to the other lords, but like unless they like pledge allegiance.
Well, they pay half. Of what they mine, and then not only that, the people, like, if you buy an item, well, King Durin gets half.
It's kind of shitty.
Yeah, how's that gonna end? Like, would you want a bunch of pissed off dwarves with pickaxes coming to your door being like, no?
Yeah.
So these rings have definitely been imbibed with something.
Well, with Sauron, from Sauron's, which I loved everything with Sauron this episode, man, because
he's a gloomy little fuck, ain't he?
He's like
pouty.
His Littlefinger without those what's it called, like, characteristics that made you just like hate him. Like, this guy, if you didn't know who he was, you would fall under what he's trying to manipulate people into. Like, he goes to Celebrimbor and he's like, what's it called? We need to make rings for men. And he's like, but I don't think it's a good idea. And Celebrimbor brings it up, right? He goes, I feel like you say things, disagree about them, and then try to make us want to do those things.
Yeah.
And it's like, you had it right the first time. Well, like, why did you stop? Why did you stop there?
And you see how Sauron plays him like a fiddle. He brings that up, and then Celebrimbor's like, I'm not going to do it. And,
it's fine. It's like,
Sauron goes and tries to do himself and realizes, well, he needs Celebrimbor for,
he
for
realizes,
some
Brad, they're like, okay, I'll do it. But you're going to see that the dwarves are going to come back and they're going to realize, hey, this is corrupting Durin.
Oh, no.
And you're going to think it's something that I did wrong. So it's like, yeah.
Oh, no. Sauron, that's a part of it. But Sauron plays more of, you're going to have to tell your king that you lied about only making
you don't want to
3.
do that.
You've made 7.
Yeah.
And they're corrupted because you didn't tell your king.
Yeah.
So we need to finish the job. We need to finish the job for this so you can elevate your status again.
Yeah.
To wipe away, clean the slate.
But then, and he's also kind of starting to turn the other people against Celebrimbor, because he tells the girl, like, oh, I think it's because of his deceit. There's deceit. Like Celebrimbor isn't telling the High King all the truth, and
Hmm.
he's like, "But you can't bring this up and whatnot." And then he goes like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You remind me of Galadriel." I
I mean, the man had the man has Riz. I give him that.
Yeah, man. I like, I get it. I get why people are falling under this man's
Yeah,
like.
and Sauron did not go to bed alone that day.
No, he did not, bro. No, he did not. Yeah, he did not. But I absolutely adored the stuff. I loved the stuff with the Celebrimbor and Sauron and the dwarves, man. I thought that was
I
fantastic. I
mean,
really,
I love when the dwarves are
yeah.
on screen.
I gotta say, I think that, like, to me, my favorite storyline is the stuff with the dwarves right now. But I think it's the dwarves and
Well,
whatever is
well,
going on with the
well. That
elves.
and the stranger. The stranger has me intrigued.
Well, yeah, just because I want to know who the fuck that is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what are we doing?
yeah,
Why'd
the
you get
stranger
eaten
in the
by a
Hartford.
tree? But
Yeah,
now we've gone. I think we've gone through the dwarves and we've gone through Sauron, what they're
yeah.
up to, and now we go to Numenor,
Where?
where 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 I think that has the highlight of the whole show at the very ending
Yeah,
because I'm going, huh?
yeah. Well, well, I have to also bring up before we go on there. Like, they're like, okay, so now they're gonna make the 9 rings for the men,
Yeah,
and yeah,
and
if the,
that's not going to end well.
no, it doesn't end well. I
That
mean,
doesn't end well at
it
all.
all goes towards what the
Yeah,
one ring to rule them
yeah.
all.
If you think dwarves are easily corrupted, yeah, just give it to fucking some Numenorians or whatever
But
Numenorans.
you see how Celebrimbor is like, I don't want to give it to the men. The men are
Yeah,
highly corrupted.
yeah.
And,
You
he
look
does,
at Numenor; they're already corrupted.
yeah.
What
Which
the fuck
in
they
kind
need
of, in
rings
a way,
for?
you see that like Celebrimbor and the elves, like, they don't like men. Like, the men aren't, what's it called? They're like, they're not good. They're easily
No,
corrupted.
no. I feel like orcs would probably be better with the rings than the people. At least the orcs, you already know what they're on.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but and they also brought up well, oh my God, Brad. Yes, we forgot the Galadriel and Adar, Brad.
Yeah, that was at the
Yeah,
very, very end.
very end. Yeah, but I think yeah, you're right. Let's go to Numenor. Let's go to Numenor. We'll
Yeah, let's
talk
go
Numenor
Numenor
here.
because there's a
Um,
lot to discuss on that. We now have Farazan
yeah.
in charge, and he basically strips everyone who didn't pledge allegiance to him or who
Mm-hmm.
didn't agree with him from their rank. Um,
Pretty much.
I feel like Amazon's, I feel like they're trying to say something about our political system in today's, but I'm not going to go into that because this is Lord of the Rings and not what we're living through.
You know, sometimes it would be great to live through Lord of the Rings, though.
I mean, walking trees and should be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, then we have Kimon,
Yeah.
who basically you know spits in the captain's face.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, wait. So hold on. Keeman is,
son of the Farazan's son.
yes, Farazan's son, who's the one who's like, who comes in to tell them like, hey, it's time. It's like the priestess, like, you guys
They're
can't be praying
eating
here.
the ox.
Yeah. So okay, because that's not who I was bringing up. I was talking about, what's it called? Valendil's son. I mean,
Uh,
Elendil, who's Valendil. Yeah.
Valendil is Isildur's friend, and Isildur is Elendil's son.
Yes.
So you had Elendil and Valendil there.
Yes. So, but here's somebody, um, because when they kill him, he calls him son.
Well, he was basically like his son. I
Okay.
mean, he
Okay.
he was he was his son's friend. He'd probably grown up with his
Yeah.
son his whole life. He'd probably been
Yeah.
there,
But
and
yeah,
he
Keeman.
was under his
Yeah.
guidance and rank and everything.
Yeah. Keeman's a piece of shit.
Yeah, no, Keeman deserved. One hopes we see kind of what we saw in Kubi happen to Keeman.
Yeah, I fucking hate Keeman.
Well,
So
the thing is Valendil, like I was waiting for. I'm like, just fucking do it.
I thought Valinda was gonna die, Brad.
Well, Well,
I shit you not. I thought
no,
Valindil was gonna die.
no, Valendo did die.
I'm sorry, not Valindil. I'm sorry. Um, what's it called?
Keeman.
Elendil. Elendil. I thought Elendil was gonna die.
I thought he was headed there. I thought Keeman was going to get killed by Valendo, but Valendo followed his captain's order
Yeah.
and
But
ended
I
up.
also thought, like, once he started fighting, I was like, "There's no way Valindil walks out of this alive."
Well, what's funny is all those guards around, they just let that shit go.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you
they probably
notice
don't like
that?
the kid either.
No, they just let that shit go. They're like, I don't give a fuck.
It's
Beat
like,
his ass.
fuck, I give a shit for.
I don't care if you both die. Whatever.
Yeah.
Beyond my pay.
Yeah. But and then Muriel still kind of like, well, you see what's happening now. It's like,
But do you see why Muriel, because she was ex queen, right? She was going to be
yeah,
queen. Why she
Queen
did
Regent.
that? Queen, she was queen regent, and she says every time like she touched the elven orb, whatever that thing
Yeah.
is, she only saw destruction, doom. But
That's
then when
or
Elend,
from Saruman from the trilogy. That's the one that he was like carrying around that you could see like the future and shit and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then when I guess Elendil touched it, it changed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why she kind of tells him just yeah, let Farazan do his thing, and you stay calm during the storm,
Yeah.
which is really fucking difficult right now. Let's be real here.
Yeah. But I mean that thing is also like corrupts like it corrupts people a lot too, that thing, because like you remember what it did to that king in what's it called in
Yeah,
Return of the King? Just absolutely fucking what's it called? Drove him mad and
yeah,
led him to like burning his son alive, who he thought was dead, but he wasn't fucking dead.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like and I'm glad we're bringing that in. I was really hoping that we were gonna get bring that thing in again because
Let
it's
let
such an interesting orb in like what it does to people.
Yeah, and let's just be real here. All we keep learning about is these magical items do nothing but bring tragedy and harm to anybody. We got the stranger looking for the staff. He fucking creates a goddamn tornado and throws his only two
The
friends.
rings.
We got the rings happening. Not only with the elves, because I think it's just causing the elves not to be able to sleep at night. Because they're seeing shit. Then you got the seven for the dwarves.
Yeah.
You got this orb that Farazan now has, so we'll see how that fucking works out. I mean,
Yeah.
any magical item that we come across is not good.
Yeah. Yeah. But man, like I said, man, I didn't expect that to come, but they come in, disrupt the prayers, and he's such a fucking asshole, man.
He's
Like
a,
you
he's
don't have to throw that thing on the floor, like
Why'd you have to treat the priest like that and
yeah,
everything? I mean, you're already kicking him out to build an aqueduct, which might make sense
yeah,
in some ways, but at the same, it's kind of a dick move, especially if that's like the oldest fucking church.
yeah. He breaks the thing. They get in a fight. Valindio steps in and fucking beats the shit out of Kimin.
Well, and Keeman tries to like drown. Like
Yeah,
I'm like Valindo's about to be drowned.
you trying to say the pursuit of power might lead to corruption? Sounds a bit woke. They're eating the horse. We call them holes of glory. Well, yeah, he
Just
starts like trying to drown, and fucking Elendil is like, "Stop it! You're gonna kill the guy. Like, stop it!" And
yeah.
brings him out. And just when you think everything's fine, fucking Valindil starts walking toward Elendil,
Yeah. That's,
which
that's how it goes.
I feel like that's about to start some trouble
Well,
too.
I mean, if Alindo can't keep it together, I mean, you got a whole fucking your whole military that you basically got rid of because you
Yeah,
thought they were against Farazan is about to turn with this.
yeah.
And you're not making any friends with the citizens either. You're
So if
kicking
I
people
were
out of their church.
if I were Muriel, I would start to back them. I would start to align myself really close with Elendil, fucking back and be backed by them so you can get your throne back, because now it's looking even worse.
Yeah, and we also have out somewhere that we don't know how it's going to end. We have Isildur. And when he fucking shows up, his
He-
sister's going to be like, oh, fuck. And
yep.
everybody else is going to be like, oh, fuck. And he's going to be like, yo, where's my best friend?
Yeah.
And
Well, his
everybody's going to be like,
sister, his sister's like, oh, like I have this position now, but she's kind of like a little bit like, I don't know how I feel about it.
let,
Like
let,
you saw
let,
that
let,
look
let, me,
she
let,
gave.
let me bring this back up from Stacy.
Pursuit of power might lead to corruption. Yep. Yep. So look, I know that there's a 5-season plan to the show. There's a 5-season plan to the show. I want to say that at least at the end of this season, with the creation of the Rings for Men, I think next season we're going to start having Isildur trying to make his way back and get to Numenor.
Yeah, probably.
But man, I thought it was a great episode. I thought it was paced great. Like this is one of my favorite episodes. I still think that the last couple episodes were better, but I think that scoring wise, I think it's still the same. And I think
It's
I'm like
around the
just
same.
really been enjoying the episodes, man.
Yeah.
I really have. I think that they've been doing pretty good.
I love the dwarves. I love that
Yeah.
part. So I always love to see them back on the screen. But honestly, I really wanted to know what happened to the stranger.
Yeah. So I'm kind of still sticking with my the first episode was 8.25. I 8 for the second episode, 8.25 for the third. The fourth was 8.25, and I have to say for the fifth, I'm thinking about the same thing. I'm still stuck with my 8.25, but I've been really enjoying them. I have been really enjoying this season. I am waiting for me to get that episode that really like blew me the fuck away, like the season finale last season.
Yeah. I mean, the ending to this episode was I was not expecting. So I
Well,
give
yeah,
them
because
that.
they're like, oh, he goes, oh, don't hurt Galadriel. Galadriel is like, she's not a prisoner. She's more of an ally. He
Yeah.
goes, we have one common enemy, and of course that's Sauron.
Sauron. Yeah, because the orcs literally stabbed Sauron, the latest version or the last version of Sauron to death.
Yeah, Halbrand. Yeah, yeah. But Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm gonna give what I gave the previous episodes. The last episode I gave a 9. Previous episodes I think I gave 8.5 to 1 through 3. So I'm going back to 8.5 for this episode. I think I liked the last episode a little bit more, but I think this one is just as good as the first 3, and it's a great show.
Yeah. But man, like I said, I've been enjoying season 2 so far. I
1 out of 10 wasted a perfectly good dwarf bowling ball.
holy ball, yep. At this point, I don't know if I am confident to say that I like this more than season 1, but I gotta say that I've been enjoying the pace of this season more than I've enjoyed the pace of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
So
Specifically, the first few episodes of season 1.
yeah. But just been really, really good, really good season so far, and I'm waiting for that episode where I'm just like really fucking into it, and like I'm really surprised and I'm really like blown away. But so far they're doing pretty damn good.
Yep.
Yeah. With that said, that concludes our review of season 2, episode 5. And as always, we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. As always, check us out on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the Nerdcore, Instagram at the Nerdcore, Letterboxd at the Nerdcore, TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore. And of course, our Discord link is in the description below. Tomorrow on Patreon, we're doing our review of Beanpole as we continue on with our International Film Month, and we're going to go stop in Russia. And of course, on Thursday on Patreon, we're going to be doing our review of City of God. And yeah, those episodes would drop on Tuesday for Beanpole and Saturday for City of God. So with that said, go check all that stuff out and make sure you leave a comment on the YouTube video. Tell us what you think about this episode. What have you guys been enjoying season 2? Are you guys not liking it? We want to talk to you guys. We want to respectfully have a discussion with you guys about what you guys think about this show so far. We know that Words was not here today, which sucks.
Miss Words. It's okay. We have Stacy.
Yeah. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel. And of course, leave a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app of choice, and follow us on that podcast app as well, please. Of course, we want to thank our patrons. It's not possible without them. Next week, Brad, we have ourselves a stacked week.
Oh yeah,
stacked.
We got the Penguin coming out.
Yep.
We got Agatha.
So I think Agatha is still one episode. Um, yeah, but
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't think Disney's known for dropping multiple, are they?
yes, they sometimes do, Brad.
Hmm.
But so far, I think it's just. Well, here, let me go ahead and.
And it's just
It's
the one episode for the Penguin, right?
what's funny is I really haven't seen a lot of marketing for Agatha. Um, other than the title changing like 1,000 times, right? But
We'll see how Agatha goes.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
I'm
I'm trying
optimistic.
to go in it with a good attitude, but I don't know.
Oh, good lord. Okay, so 2 episodes drop for Agatha.
Okay,
So,
that's
all
not
right,
bad.
guys. Monday on Patreon, Beanpole. Tuesday for everybody, public is Beanpole. And then we're back on Thursday for City of God on Patreon, and it goes up for everybody on Saturday. Friday, we are doing Agatha All Along episodes 1 and 2 for the season 1 premiere. And then on Saturday, we're doing the Penguin episode
I'm so
1.
excited for that.
Yep. And Sunday, as always, you already know
Lord
what
of the
it is.
Rings.
Episode 6. But that's how the schedule looks for now, guys. Fridays are for Agatha, Saturdays are for the Penguin, and Sundays are going to continue being our Lord of the Rings of Power.
As Stacy says, you mean the show Hanging with Mr. Agatha?
Shut the fuck up, Stacey. yeah. My God. It's going to be a lot to watch, Brad. I'm going to try my best to get through everything.
We're back to being in a full
Yeah.
full week of things.
Because the Penguin drops on the same day as Agatha.
Yeah.
But
We'll get there. We'll make it. We'll make
God,
it do.
why did we commit ourselves to watching all the Marvel shit? Oh man. I am really excited for the Penguin though. I really am.
I'm
Like
super excited for the Penguin.
That's the one series that I'm like really fucking hyped to watch. So yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, so Agatha drops on Friday. I mean on Wednesday the 18th. Thursday drops the Penguin. The Penguin drops on Thursday.
There are so many shows now vying for the Ted placement on Roll's list.
And I'm still watching City of God, the Fight Rages On. So.
Yeah. So Ted looks like more and more it's gonna fall off the list, unfortunately.
That's all that you guys watch these reviews for. So that way when we do our finales, you're always like, okay, Raul, where's Ted in this?
Where's Ted? Like, when's it gonna come off? Like that's why I keep showing up.
Yeah. So funny, bro. That's so funny. But with that said, Brad, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Send him out.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being the host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat once again. Thank you to listeners out there at Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, if your dad names you a name that is one letter off from semen, he probably hates you. Young Yoda out.
Not that one.